Here we are again, and it is just gone 1 p.m, Wednesday 30th of November. This is another video in the series of the WYP24. This is an in-depth look at Trendsmap. So to get started, we're 6 hours in, and if you have a look, we've got the map that's running around here with WYP24 on it. What I want to do here is see how it's populating, and this should serve as an indicator to other people who are looking to hold an event like this, as well as WYP learning from it themselves. I also know that I've had a bit of feedback to say that these kind of videos do help people, some of the offers, especially ones who have difficulty accessing the Trendsmap site. So to get started, we need to look at the analyze. I covered the difference between topic and analyze in a previous video, but the point of it is, and look, you know, I am a previous primary school class teacher who is now teaching online, and so kind of this is what I do. So I'm not affiliated with any police force, but of course I have a passion for community and safety. So that the point is 5,500 tweets have gone by. Most of them in the last 6 hours, you can see. Now, I'm using Google Chrome browser. I'm using Chrome Beta, and one of the things that I want to direct you to is look at how the page is set out, and there is a map here, but look at the graph on the right hand side. This website is quite responsive, so in other words, if you tend to hover around with your mouse, then you can see that there are different data pop-ups on the top right hand side. Now watch what happens here. If I go up to the top right menu button and I'm zoomed at 100%, if I go down, you'll notice that the graph is still top right and very little has happened apart from the text is smaller. Now this is the trick part, and I don't really like the word trick, but I use it, and that is that just think a little bit and say take the zoom up to 110 to 125 and wait. Oh my goodness, it's disappeared. It hasn't disappeared. Look, what's happened is that the website has said, look, what do I have to do if I'm zooming at something like 125%? What I do is drop the graph to make it much larger. So that is a part there where you can have a little look at it. I don't pay too much attention these days on things like sentiment scores. I'm particularly interested in the individual stories of the people, which is so hard if we've got 5,000 tweets going out. Then we go, and I'll just drop it back for ease. Look, click the magnifying glass, go back to 100, and then we can have a look at the map. If you zoom into the map and click things, for example, like if I click this one over in America, the chances are that what Trendsmap does, for free remember, is it takes a particular Twitter account and it kind of like throws a geolocation at it. So I don't think it's that scientific. So if I zoomed right in there, you'll probably find that outer northeast tabulates some place in America, and that's what Trendsmap has kind of fitted. So it's not super accurate, but you can get an idea. The other thing is on the right hand side here, if I clicked no Choropleth, then I have to reset my website cookies because I can't get back to conversation again. So there's little things like that that you can look at. Now, here we are at conversations. Now, this is the part I want to go down to. If we look at top retweets and we look at something like on the right hand side, it says all top retweets. This is the part about this video will drill down in some very, very good parts of this website. So for an example, we've got a cast of characters along the bottom, and we've got the first one here. Now if I look at PCSO Sarah and just click on that, I'll show you what happens. Now what will happen, and I'm just using my wheel mouse to see what happens in terms of it showing us the tweet, but that's it. I'll come back to that, because what we can do here is we can click on to different areas and we get one tweet at a time. But what I did notice on the most quoted, let's have a look down, the one I want. Let's have a look at which one was it? Let's try and look at most influencing tweets. One of them down here gave you a menu bar and you can actually look at the whole account. Now I wonder if I have to zoom that out. I'm learning as I go. Not that one. So in other words, you can see the way it almost like opens up like a Google map type thing. I must continue and get the one I wanted, which was, perhaps it was most quoted tweets. It could have been by account. So let's have a look. So you can get an idea here of what's going on. There's a tweet there. Last bit, top retweets. I wonder if it was by clicking on a user. Well, what I got earlier on was a menu bar. I'm waffling a bit, so I'll have to speed up. But the point is, we're drilling down on exactly what's happening on this event. And before, when I clicked one of them, there was a menu bar. Doesn't matter. The last thing I want to show you on this, because I know that I can talk, or that's life, isn't it, when you're teaching, to say that another part of the site, we can go on and we can look at something like, for example, the locations. So looking at these top cities, and I'm looking particularly to see what is going on, say, in Leeds, because I know that Leeds, of course, is in an area that we're talking about today. So then we go down, we can see that somebody's got hashtag MOT, no idea what that is, and then it will start giving you a list of different things that are going on. What I expect, a bit of football coming in, is the hashtag. Here we go, there it is, look. So we're saying that WYP24 is showing as a Leeds area, as it should do, and all top links. And then you can get back again. You notice it also says 5,000 tweets. What else have we got on the left hand side? We've got analytics, which I think I'm already in, aren't I? Okay, so there's another filter there. This is just getting to familiar with the website. Account, blog, that'll do, won't it? I've been here for 6 minutes. The whole point of it was to look at exactly what was going on, and you'll see the last part here when I'm finishing, WYP24. Now when I start to look, because this is populated, remember when I did video 1 and 2 yesterday, none of this happened because there was no data. Now it's actually looking at the topics, and it's actually giving us D. Collins, Chief Constable, and also that's or EDWYP Planell. I can't read it very, very well unless I click on it, and also analytics. So if I did go through and I said actually WYPD Collins is actually coming up as a topic. Interesting. The Chief Constable. Let's see what's going on in here. So we can, and then we're at the beginning. Do you see how we're back at the beginning again? Because we've got a different search this time. It's not a hashtag, it's actually an account. And then if we want to analyse, and I don't want to go too deeply into this, because we are already 7 minutes and 45 seconds in. This is interesting, because now we've got the WYPD Collins, which is at 460 tweets, and then that is a separate topic all on its own. Very interesting. And then once again we're looking through UK, GB. This is interesting because 39.2 Twitter for iPhone, and Android is 19%. Earlier on I saw something where Android was topping out. Of course I'm self-confessed Android fan and Google fan. So look, but once you're in here again, WYP24 is actually 72% of the hashtags associated with the Chief Constable. You would expect that, but if you were, say, somebody just swanning into this and having a little look, you wouldn't know, would you? Top retweets. That's actually very interesting. Again, I'm trying to make sense of this. I need to be quiet and leave this video, don't I? And get on with other things. Good luck. Top job, everybody who's been working on this.